Hello guys, my name is Dan. Today I will show you how to download and install Windows Subsystem for Android with a Google Play Store. Now in the previous tutorial I have already shown you how to run Android apps on Windows 11 using WSA. Now as you can see in this tutorial it will be different, as we are not only going to install WSA or Windows Subsystem for Android, but we are going to install it with Play Store. Alright, WSA.com prepackaged with Play Store, Google Play Store. Now first of all, these 4 links will be necessary for downloads. And as you can see, Android Debug Bridge ADB is a tool that is useful to connect your Windows Subsystem for Android to the internet, in this case to your PC. Now as you can see, the download link will be provided in the description below. Make sure you check it out. Now there's 3 downloads for this. One is for Windows, one is for Mac, and one is for Linux. Choose whatever you fancy. I'm going to choose Windows. As you can see, legal terms, blah blah blah. Download the tool. Now as you can see, I already have the tool, but for the sake of this tutorial, let's just extract it. Now I'm using WinRAR. Now all you have to do to download WinRAR is just look up Google on Google WinRAR. As you can see here, let me prove it to you. WinRAR. There we go. It's everywhere. Download WinRAR. Now because this is a Windows software, I don't know if they provided more download option for Mac or Linux, but it should be available. Extract to. Now to not get lost, miscellaneous, like here, this is the settings, display files in Explorer, and then click save setting to make WinRAR remember your settings. Extract that. Now as you can see, this is all of the necessary tools. We are just going to keep it right here. Now go ahead and download the main appetizer, the WSA package. Start standard download. Standard download like here. And this is the kernel, the Android kernel. It is important and necessary for you to download this. Also, after you already download it like I am, as you can see, now this is what it should looks like after you download it, the thing, WSA package. Now after you extract it, it should looks like this. Let me just open this on new tab. There we go. Now as you can see, this is the file, the kernel. Drag and drop this into the WSA folder. Alright, the WSA folder. Drag and drop it to here. As you can see, I already got the kernel, so I don't need to drag and drop it anymore. Now before you install it, make sure you install something called WinUI, XAML WinUI. Now for that, I highly recommend you to install the official version of Microsoft WSA, and then you can go ahead and uninstall it and then proceed to install the one that has Play Store on it. Now I know this is counterintuitive, and I say yes, it is counterintuitive, but at the same time there's literally nothing you can do about it. As you can see, paste the link. The link will be also provided in the description down below. As you can see, it will load. You can also You can also use product ID instead of URL to make it much more correct. As you can see, the product ID should be right here somewhere. Now this is what I'm talking about. Microsoft UE XAML. As you can see, you should go ahead and download the one that is right for your PC architecture. Mine is x64, so I will go ahead and download this UI XAML AppX. Now I already created a tutorial on how to download AppX, or am I? So just download this and then install it on your PC. Just for the sake of safety, you just download this one right here. This is the main package. Like, again, download this, and since this is an M6 bundle, you can just go ahead and left click, or in this case just run the installer like normal. Keep anyways. Now this is what it should looks like after you downloaded it. Run it, click install. After you click install, after it has already been installed on your main system, you should uninstall it. Just search Windows subsystem for Android. Keep in mind that the installer itself will not just install the main thing, but it will also install all of these necessary components. And after that, you can go ahead and go to the main directory right here. Now type cmd. It will open it directly, but since we need admin privilege in order to install this, run cmd as admin. I'm going to use Windows Terminal for this, so I will be running Windows Terminal as administrator. But there should be no difference since this is basically just cmd. And also Windows Terminal should be installed on any Windows 10 version and Windows 11 up. If you can't find it, then you can just go ahead and install Microsoft Windows Terminal from the Microsoft Store. As you can see, Windows right there. Now run this command. If you are using Windows CMD, PowerShell. There we go. Keep in mind that if you are already on PowerShell, you can just go ahead and straight up type this command. Now as you can see, navigate by copying and pasting the whole thing. In Windows CMD, just type cd or change directory, and then voila, right there. But on PowerShell, you have to do it really differently. Set location. There we go. Now as you can see, run this command right here, like the one that I already shown you. There we go. Again, if you haven't installed the official version of Microsoft WSA, you will get errors right here. So make sure you install this right here, and then you proceed to uninstall it, and then you can go ahead and install the main one, the one that we are going to install. As you can see, to kickstart your Windows subsystem for Android, you run this. Don't share your diagnostic data, because who knew that your diagnostic data could be hijacked. Keep in mind that before you do any of this, you need to enable the developer mode both on your Windows subsystem for Android and on your Windows settings. And search up developer settings right here. As you can see, you can go ahead and enable developer mode. Click on. Now you can go ahead and turn Windows features on or off. Turn Windows features on and off. Now as you can see, scroll down, and then once you find virtual machine platform, you tick this one right here. Now it should be on by default, but if it isn't on your machine, then you can tick this on, click OK, and Windows will find all of the necessary stuff for you. Now once the Android file explorer has already been open, you scroll down. Alright, you scroll down and then click refresh. Your IP should be visible right here. It's on the IP address section. Cancel that. Before you go to your Play Store right here, it should be installed right here. It should be noted that you need to run some command first on the ADB Android debugger. Now platform tools right here. Now as you can see, open in terminal. It should be available. The option should be available. If that's too fancy for you, just type CMD directly on the Windows directory bar, or Windows address file explorer directory bar, or whatever. Type. Oh yeah, by the way guys, you should enable developer mode right now after your Windows subsystem for Android has already been kickstarted, or otherwise you will stumble that error. As you can see, after that you go ahead and type connect, paste your generated IP address, and then it will result in this. If you type ADB, after you type ADB connect and then use your IP address, type ADB devices, and then it will list it as your devices is connected, ADB shell. Now as you can see, after that, type this command right here. This command right here should enable you to log in to Google Play Store. Now for some reason it shows this, whatever. Alright, turns out you need super user permission, or in this case sudo. Paste that again, and then it should be enabled. Alright, so go to Play Store. Now I'm going to sign in into my credentials. After you already enable it, you can go ahead and log in into your Google Play Store. Make sure you create a sock puppet account, Google's puppet account, or in this case an alternative account, because this thing is really sketchy. Now after you already sign in into your account, and you cancel that. Holy crap, cancel. Now you can proceed to install any app you desire. For example, I'm going to install by far the lightest app I can think of to make this tutorial far faster than it should be, Clock Widget for Android, because I don't want to waste any more of your time. Alright, so this one should be light enough to install. It's only 5 megabyte. Once you install something, it should appear There we go. And voila. There we go. The app appears. And it should show you this. There we go. Yep. Now that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much how you install Windows subsystem for Android. Now this is a very long tutorial, but man, I hope it's worth it for you all. And if it is worth it, then be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video on your social media accounts. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.